Go district. Bleed, I ball. Bleed, I ball. Bleed, I ball. Bleed, ball. And I bleed, I ball. Bleed, I ball. It's the Go district, y'all. I ball, cause I bleed. Hey, bleeding, I ball. Defeated the odds, didn't see him at all. JD in the pods, I needed it all. I bleeded a lie. You bleeded a lie, not bleeded a lie. And that's what I go do. Facts, let me show you. Happen to know dudes. Drafting, they don't do bad and they don't lose. Make you wanna bleed. It's the Go District, boys giving you the business and no gimmicks. The best ball drafts got me feeling like it's Christmas. Then it's Christmas all of a sudden, and these riches came from nothing. And I got this all from loving the district. See, I just drafted, forget it. I laugh at the critics, they mad at the digits. I clap back by listening. See, BAlliN ain't a problem if you kick it with them off. And I refresh the feed till autumn, then I bleed, go.
Nothing like getting you in the mood for a best ball like Gabe's beats. Dan, How you doing, brother?
Doing great, man. That intro is just fire. It really is.
Yeah, it's awesome, man, and it pumps me up every time I hear it. So we were supposed to have a couple people on with us, and for whatever reason, one guy's in the wrong state, and the other guy's connection is just really bad. So they'll join us in the draft. Well, one of them will, Jason will. And then Dan and I will be doing the big board SuperFlex, big board but SuperFlex. So basically the difference between this and the big board, as I was just, Dan and I were just discussing, is they took out the third receiver and replaced that with a quarterback. So same old underdog best ball draft with the SuperFlex twist, $300K in prize and $10 entry. Dan, are you ready to do this?
Yes, I am.
So have you done any of these yet?
Yeah, I've got, I did 3 slow ones. One of them just finished. 2 of them are in process. I just wanted to the slow drafts on here, they're 8-hour clocks, so it's just ridiculous. But, just wanted to kind of get a feel for, what it was all about before jumping in live. So
that's why I ask. I don't want to just assume that you've done 49,000 of these things. Like the first one, I was going a little nuts. This one, I've been a little pacing a bit more. But the thing with the underdog, and this is what I like about it. And for those who don't know, we've partnered up with them. They complement the FFPC really nice. Just because if you want to get on your phone and do a quick draft, or like us right now, it's pretty easy to jump on and have a draft started in 5 to 10 minutes, as opposed to waiting for something that's scheduled. So Dan, if you're ready to go, we can both
Yep, let's do it.
Just letting Jason know.
Yep.
Are you ready now?
Yep, do it.
All right. So I think we might be the first 2. There we go. We got a bunch of people coming in pretty quickly, actually. I'll try to share. Well, I will share the screen for the draft. I'm hoping it doesn't slow me down and I'm not buffering too much.
Okay. If it does, I can try sharing mine.
Okay.
With all the buffering problems I was having in past months, it seems like not happening so much anymore. So maybe I can do it if you can't.
Yeah, we'll try. I have it set up so that I can, but we all know that these things are never perfect. So guys, use the code DISTRICT. If you're not already signed up or you're signing up, Wheeler's already in the chat dropping questions. I love it. Wheeler was going to try to jump on. He's in the actual draft. He was going to jump on the stream, but we're going to plan something bigger with him for the month of April to get him in here when he's a teacher. So he's busy, making the world better while Dan and I are sitting here doing best balls.
Right.
All right. So we've got six in, 6 left. Oh no, did he just get that too? Oh yeah, see, Jason too. He can't do it either. Guys, I'll give you guys 3 letters. Anyone who wants to play best ball or any of these sites, get a VPN, guys. VPN. All right, I'm rocking my warm.
Oh yeah, he's gonna have to download the app. He's still got time though.
5 left. Man, he has no luck. He's tried to join us on FFPC best balls. He's tried for the past, like, I think 2 years. We keep trying to get Jason on for one of these, and it just doesn't. There always seems to be a bit of a challenge. We're still at 5 people.
Yep.
So I don't know what your general observation has been with these, Dan. Seems to be pretty. So what, is he doing it from his laptop? Is that what he's doing?
I'm not sure.
Okay.
It's downloaded and money is in.
Yeah, because he had told me he was all ready and already had an account. That must be new. You know what? I think he's in Florida. Yeah, and Wheeler dropping the elephant in the room right off the bat with Rodgers' value with Devontae gone. I mean, we'll talk about that. That's a big blockbuster that just happened. That's what's fun this time of year. I mean, Final Four or college basketball is just not my thing, Dan. So I'm glad you and I are doing this tonight. He's on mobile, right?
Yeah.
I think it's when he just goes to register for the tournament.
I mean, but Florida's legal, isn't it?
I thought so.
Oh, we still got 3 spots open, so there's a chance.
You're telling me there's a chance. So this is half PPR versus PPR on FFPC. It's also not tight end premium.
Yes, it's half PPR, no tight end premium. Start 3 wide receivers, 2 running backs, 1 tight end, 1 flex, and 1 SuperFlex, I believe, is the scoring rules.
Yeah, and I'll share my screen once we have a draft board. Just right now, we've got 4 spots left. Wheeler's got Stafford as the QB1 right now.
Yeah, there you go.
I mean, I love these big bombs this time of year just to mix things up, you know?
Yeah, tonight has definitely been bombshell night with Devontae Adams. And then if Watson ends up picking a spot tonight, that could
we find out tonight? Is that what the
I don't know. I mean, might not be till tomorrow, but I'm hearing rumors that it's going to be Atlanta.
Of course, when we do this on air, it's going to take longer to fill, right, Dan?
Oh, of course. Yep.
It's all good. We got 4 spots left.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see where we end up. I've always been in the middle or back of these things, so I haven't.
I was going to ask.
I haven't gotten a front 6 spot yet.
I've been on the ends a lot.
Have you?
A lot on the back end, but I would like to be in the middle. Would be Rodgers going to force a trade to Cleveland. That whole situation is interesting, even with Mayfield. I don't know what it is with quarterbacks this year, man. It's like every quarterback or either the quarterback's got an issue or a team is, doesn't have a quarterback or has a quarterback issue. Seems to be the main topic this offseason. Every time I try to jump in, that's really weird. Yeah. Sorry, Jason. We'll have to figure that out for next time. I know he said he does a lot of DraftKings. I don't get DraftKings best ball up here.
Oh, you don't?
Well, I haven't tried it with the
VPN might get you through.
Not.
I'm gonna have to get myself one of those so I can do some sports gambling, all that kind of stuff. I mean, not that I would ever do anything
Not
that
that
would
we
be
would ever
illegal in my state, of course.
ever do anything like
Right.
that. But if
Yeah.
you ever did need to,
It's just to protect my privacy when I am in a state that allows it. That's what it
very
is.
good, Dan. Very good
Yes.
way to protect your laptop and yourself on that.
Yeah, exactly.
Man, this thing's like literally stalled at 4 people.
Yeah. I didn't marry a lawyer for nothing, right?
Nice. All right, we got 4 in the chat right now. It's filling up.
Yep.
Guys, jump in the draft. There's still 4 spots left right now. SuperFlex, $10 on UnderDog. If you don't have an account, use District, the code District. You'll get up to $100 in your face. Match your first deposit.
Yeah, and these drafts are really fun too. So
they're fun. They're quick.
They're fun. They're quick, and they're only $10.
Exactly. So this thing, what is it, Dan? Like about 50 minutes, would you say?
Yeah, probably something like that.
Jason's so bitter. I feel bad for him.
So is Wheeler in the draft or no?
He is. He should be.
Okay.
Yeah. He was going to jump on. Just he wakes up. He's up early to teach. So we'll do something down the road.
Okay.
Get him on earlier. Have you had have you been just playing around with different builds or different approaches? Have you just kind of been testing stuff out, or
I've been
something you like?
Yeah, I've been going a little bit. You know, I've been trying to get 2 good quarterbacks, and then we'll see. You know, kind of what happens from there. Usually, you can pick up a 3rd quarterback later. And depending on where you are in the draft, it doesn't always need to be your first 2 picks either. So I've been trying kind of a variety of builds. I do kind of like I've done some builds with tight end early that have been all right. I've done a couple with wide receiver early and a couple that were more running back heavy early. And those are I'm not sure which I like the best as of yet, because some of those are still in progress because they're slow drafts. So we'll see how they turn out. And
there's no kicker defense, so you're like your positions. You can go a little deeper in some positions. So
right.
the team looks so different when you get, you know, like once you've done the second half of the draft.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if that makes sense, but I you know, I'll go with a certain build in the first part, and then it goes so differently down the end because you can go so, like, I don't know if you notice, and obviously there's less rounds, right? So it's what, 20? Is it 20?
20
rounds.
20
so
rounds.
It's similar to the Slim.
Yes.
In All the right. On the FFPC.
Wheeler's in, and
what are we at now?
I think we just filled. Yes, we did just fill.
Ah, beautiful. All right, I'm gonna get this draft board on here for you guys.
And I'm in the back half of the draft again. It looks like Peanut Punch is in there. We run into him a lot in the FFPC world.
Yeah, that's right.
And
Wheeler,
yep.
Sick Fart that he gets. I think he gets an extra point for name. I like that name. Very.
There you go. Yeah. So you and I are back to back.
Your mom favorite. There you go.
Yeah.
It's in the pocket there, and then we've got 3 studs in the middle. The 3 kings.
Yeah. So we got.
Okay, let me get my.
I'm at 1 point. I'm at 109. You're at 110. And Wheeler is at 103.
How come it's not sharing? Oh, don't even tell me right now.
You mean to share it?
It's not letting me It's not letting me share at all. Like it's blocking my browser, which is weird because I'm using the same browser I always use. Just I'm on the new laptop, so I don't know if you might have to do it this time, Dan, if you're okay with that.
There we go.
You got it?
Got it.
Put the draft board so they don't see who you're picking and stuff. So if you click, yeah, there you go. You got it.
Yeah. I mean, I'll have to go back when it's my turn to draft, but.
Oh, you just have the one screen?
Yeah.
Oh, man. Okay, let me see if I can.
Yeah, I don't know if there's a way you can do 2 screens.
Let me see why it's. Hold on, share.
Because you'd be getting into
this. Follow these steps. On your Mac, click Apple logo, top left. Hold on. Privacy, screen recording. Oh, I see. Let me know when it's coming up to my pick, just so.
Okay. My pick will be right before yours. You're 5 away right now. 4 away.
All right, let me make my pick
away.
and then I'll play around with this. So far we've got Josh Allen, Justin Herbert, Lamar Jackson, Patrick Mahomes, Cooper Kupp, the first receiver off the board in the 5 spot. Tom Brady goes 6, return of the GOAT. Joe Burrow in the 7 spot. Dan's on deck. Kyler Murray goes next.
And I am up. And that left me exactly where I didn't hope to be, but we're going to go Jonathan Taylor. And you are up.
Yeah, I don't have this guy yet. I don't think I've been able to grab this guy yet. So I'm going to go Russell Wilson.
There you go.
You took Jonathan Taylor. Very nice. I had a feeling you were going to do that. And I almost, if you didn't do it, I was going to do it. So that's why I figured I'll let you decide.
Right.
Because it is nice to get Taylor. Because like you said, I feel like the first couple times you do these, you play it safer. You know, you take your quarterbacks in the first 2-3 rounds.
Right.
And you figure out that some of them drop that you don't mind as your QB2 or, you know.
Yeah, exactly. So, yeah, and I don't have a build in this with Taylor yet. So that's going to be worthwhile.
Yeah, we have 2 fresh starts because I don't have any Russell Wilson action, I don't think, in these yet. There was what was I doing? An FFPC, 1 QB, and I don't know how, but everybody everyone forgot about Watson, and he was falling. And I already had 2 QBs though, because I'd gone Russell Wilson I went Dak and then Lance or something like that. And Watson was sitting there in like the 7th, I think, or it was just, yeah, guys were being taken that shouldn't, you know. Ooh,
right.
Sitting there.
Oh, and you are up right now.
Yeah, no, I see that. And I'm just deciding if I want to go McCaff. Oh, you know what? I want to do this. I'm going with the double QB, Dan.
All right.
Yeah. Prescott is my tier break. He's the last one for me in that tier.
Yeah, I don't mind Aaron Rodgers here. I'm just going to go with Rodgers.
Let me ask you Wheeler's question from earlier. Let me throw it back on. Actually, I won't throw it back. Actually, can we get it on here? He was asking about Rodgers' value now that Adams is gone. In your eyes, are we going to see him drop in these drafts? Are we going to see him drop overall, you think, in fantasy?
Well, in my opinion, he has dropped. I mean, I would have thought he would have gone, probably where you took Russell Wilson. I would have seen him go as probably quarterback 7 at the latest. So, I think he's dropped already. And he's down to quarterback 10, 11, quarterback 11.
Yeah.
So I'll still bet on Rodgers being able to, figure it out.
Oh, for sure. And look, there's a lot of offseason left. There's still some good. You commented, actually, I really like that tweet you did about Juju having some nice options now. Yeah, maybe people are not going out to, spend large money on him, but he might be the steal of the summer if he lands in the right spot.
Right.
This summer. I had one day today where it's 18 degrees up here, and I'm already talking summer. But man, it's such a tease this time of year. When you get that hot day, you want to go clean your car, and then like 2 days later is a snowstorm.
Yeah, exactly.
So Jason asking a pretty good question. I find Lance is interesting in these drafts because last year, we heard it. We had a lot of guys come on, high stakes guys who have won some serious money playing fantasy that were drafting him in 2021. And now I feel like he's kind of going around the same range, but I'm way more comfortable taking him this year.
Right. All right. Let's get
So Derek Carr just went in the beginning of the third. Oh, you know what? Let me turn my heater off, man. My apologies if anyone was hearing the background noise.
No, I'm not hearing it at all. All right. Hang on.
All right. So let me go to this. Let me see if I can go back to sharing my screen, and then I'll read through the rosters and stuff.
Okay, so there I got the screen share bigger. Okay, and so we just had, Derek Carr went at the beginning of the third round at 302. So that's definitely up. I think people are accounting for Adams going there. All right, and I'm on the clock. And I think, I'm just going to take Cousins here. Get myself set up with quarterback. I would have taken, I probably would have gone with Kelsey if he'd been available.
Yeah. I'm actually going to go, funny you say that, because I'm going to go Mark Andrews. So we're doing, I mean, it's, we're doing this obviously on a stream, but basically what I've really liked doing, the rosters I've liked the most is starting off heavy quarterback, tight end, running back, and then just smashing receivers and then filling up those other three positions as I go through wherever I see value falling. That's kind of like if I had to give a, Cole's Note version of my approach that I've, kind of found comfort in, I guess. There's some running backs here that are interesting, Dan. I'm curious to get your thoughts. Obviously we don't know where Watson is going yet, but someone I wasn't drafting at all until like maybe a couple weeks ago is a guy like Kamara. How do you feel about him?
Yeah, I mean, Kamara could still have, some legal problems of his own. So we'll see what happens.
Oh, that's right. So we're going into the fourth. After this pick, I'm going to rearrange my this thing so we can share screen.
Okay.
But I am probably going to go. Oh, yeah. I'll get back. You know what? I'm going to go Gibby here. I was going to say, like, I hate that J.D. McKissick went back to Washington. That is what happened, right?
Yes, it is.
Yeah, but I still see growth. I still see his trajectory, especially last year dealing with the injuries and stuff. I think I like Gibby a lot. I like Chubb. I just worry about ceiling.
Right.
And then who knows what's going on in Cleveland right now.
Yeah, that franchise is a mess still.
Wow. Like talk about handling a situation the worst possible way.
Right.
It's unbelievable. Like they like yo-yoed back and forth. We want him. We don't want him. He's our starter. He's not our starter.
See, I'm gonna make a bet here that Watson goes to Atlanta, and I'm taking Pitts. But I mean, even if not, I mean, if Pitts,
I've done those. Yeah, if
I
Pitts, love Pitts in these actually.
Yeah, and getting him in the fourth round, I mean, that's pretty nice.
He's the one guy who's got the we don't really know where his ceiling is yet.
Right.
Because we've seen it from all the other guys around him.
Well, we've seen what he can do without scoring any touchdowns if he can just somehow manage to add touchdown scoring to it. That would be outstanding. I'm going to bet he's going to score more than one touchdown this year, which is what he scored last year.
All right. Privacy, screen recording. As usual, Dan, they tell you to go check something out in these settings, and it never. Oh, here we go. Screen recording. Wow, look at that. This. There we go. Oh no. Oh, I think I got it. Oh no, I got to quit and reopen.
Oh no.
Okay, do I have time for my picks?
Yeah, I think so. Yep. All right, so just came around the 4-5 turn. Trevor Lawrence and Ryan Tannehill were the next two quarterbacks off the board.
There I go. I got it.
Okay. Yeah. Perfect.
The new laptop, Dan, is a whole different story. See how quickly that was done? That would never have happened with the other one. I would have been here. Ah, shit! I spoke too soon. See? No, I'm kidding. There we go. We're good. So you can take yours off. That way you can.
Yep. I did.
And then I'm gonna bring share screen. Bam. Bam. There we go. You guys see that good?
Yeah.
Should I make that bigger a bit?
If you can.
Let me see if I can.
I don't know if you're gonna be able to.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's the one kind of weird thing is no, that's to zoom out, which is weird. Let me see if I have an option. Nope, I can zoom. Oh, look at that. They've thought of everything. That's a sweet feature by UnderDog. Gotta shout that out. So let me know when it's coming up to me soon, right? So basically what they did, just for those on that are not watching live, it must be a better way for me to. Oh, is it my turn?
No, my turn.
Okay. Oh yeah, there we go.
All right.
No, I'm
so while JD is picking, I have Jonathan Taylor and Breece Hall now at running back, Aaron Rodgers, Kirk Cousins at quarterback, and Kyle Pitts at tight end.
I went Dobbins.
Okay, yeah, makes sense.
You sniped me with the Hall.
Thank you. Thank you.
I definitely like Breece Hall there in that range. So nice pick, Dan. So I've got Russell Wilson, Dak Prescott, Mark Andrews, Antonio Gibson, J.K. Dobbins. And it's coming back to me. Why can I not see? Why does it keep doing that? It's really weird how that keeps doing that. I don't really know. Oh, you know why, Dan? You might have to do the share screen. You're going to hate me. Let me try it one more time. No, you know why? Okay. No, the guys on the turn in 12 spot. Yeah. So the new MacBooks, they have, well, the newer ones anyways, this is like a refurbished 2020, but they have like only 1 or 2 connections, but they're like just Apple connections. So you got to buy a port so you can connect all your other stuff. But these things cost like, the good ones are like, $500-600 or more. So me just not wanting to spend more than I've already spent on the laptop and all this other stuff, I'm like, I'll just get the cheap one. So the screen connector doesn't always work very well. So that's kind of what I'm dealing with here. All right.
You're on the clock.
I am. I like it. We're going to go. Yeah, I'm going to skip some of these. No, you know what? I'm just going to go. I'm going to go with a bit of some DK action. I know the quarterback situation is a question, but dude's a beast. And we still don't know who his quarterback's going to be. We don't even know if he's going to be in Seattle.
Yep. And I went with Zeke Elliott. You know,
he's good value there.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. And that's kind of the reasoning behind the Metcalf pick. He was going like 3rd round, 4th maybe, before the Wilson trade.
Yeah. Yep, I think so. I mean, in this, it would be a little bit later just because it's SuperFlex. Probably be
I'm
4th
thinking
to 5th, something like that.
Yeah, I'm thinking you're correct. Some nice values here at receiver as you go down. I find some guys are going later than they should be. Some guys are going way earlier than they should be.
Yep. All right, Jason asking, drafting in March, do you prefer to go more safe or higher upside?
I always draft upside.
Yeah, I mean, for me, same deal. You're you're trying to win a tournament. So.
I was going to say, especially a tournament.
Yep. That's the way that I'm probably going to be approaching it, but we'll see.
All right, I'm gonna have to shrink my screening so just so you guys can see the whole board, because I was trying to make it bigger, but at least now you guys can see the whole board. All right, let's see. Wheeler's got Lamar Jackson, who I'm loving this year, just like last year. Devontae Adams in the 2nd. Justin Fields, Trevor Lawrence, also loving Lawrence this year. With that, I just find he's good value. Aaron Jones, and then Travis Etienne.
Yeah, Jones is a nice pick right there.
Yep.
That's great with the lack of, or what we know about Rodgers' receiving weapons right now. Things stay as they are. Jones is going to be probably getting even more looks in the passing game.
Oh, there goes my 7th round target.
Is that Sutton, Judy?
Yeah, Sutton. Sometimes you can get. I'm surprised Judy's been actually. It's funny because Judy was going way ahead, like 2 or 3 rounds ahead of Sutton. I was getting Sutton usually at a discount, and now they're going literally back to back in the 7th. Which is totally fine. Wilson's got enough weapons. He's going to spread the ball around. I'm not that hung on having to have a. Dan, I could see the wheels turning.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I'm going to do this.
I don't love that pick, but
I actually do love this. I'm going to take my 2nd tight end just so I don't have to take another one. I'm going to stack Schultz with Dak.
There you go.
A little narrow target tree action, Dan.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely.
So the reason
my problem with Aaron Rodgers, the only problem with taking Rodgers in one of these things is it's really tough to stack.
Yes.
Other than putting a running back with him. I mean, we don't know who his tight end is. We don't know who his receivers are. You're left guessing.
Well, you're stacking with the last picks, like you're taking the Lazards and those kind of guys.
Right.
Oh man, this is interesting here. Oh, actually, you know what? This is best ball.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, give me the Elijah Mitchell. There we go.
There you go.
I don't mind that as my RB3. So I've got Antonio Gibson, J.K. Dobbins, and then Elijah Mitchell as my 3. So now I've got 2 quarterbacks, 2 tight ends. As I was saying, the reason I like Schultz there and having the 2 tight ends is I don't necessarily have to take another tight end. And it just allows me to take more depth at the running back and receiver position.
Yep. I took Winston there because I'm feeling a little bit of the pressure to get your third quarterback in. Yep.
And again, that's kind of what I like about the early Wilson Prescott back-to-back is I'm not super feeling the pressure. I can grab like some late flyer guy way later if I want.
Yep, for sure.
Anyone stand out to you so far roster-wise? And I don't, you know what? I find you see less. I feel like you see less of those like funky rosters. I feel like the FFPC, there's always the one guy in the room that's got like, 6 quarterbacks or whatever it is.
Yeah, without a doubt. And yeah, Brad from Fantasy Data, he and Muzio podcast together, saying taking 2 stud tight ends, good way to conserve a roster spot.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
Exactly. That's exactly it. And Wheeler gets another star. He loves my squad. Thank you, Wheeler. I don't even need to win, man. If Wheeler likes my squad, I'm happy.
Yeah, it's I don't necessarily like how mine's coming together, but
well, the good thing is it's round 8.
Yeah,
you know as well as I do. You can totally. I feel like especially on I mean, here we're getting 10 rounds, so we're halfway through. I've had those where you're like, nah, I'm not loving it, but then you make some correlations, later on, some stacks, sneaky stacks, or you get like a good value here and there, and then next thing you know, you're okay with the roster.
Right. Yeah, exactly.
The Buffalo guys are falling quite a bit, eh? You notice that? Like relative,
Yeah.
like Singletary's, the Knox. Like I feel like they're falling quite a bit considering.
Well, I think there's a lot of uncertainty on Singletary that, since they tried to bring in McKissick, I mean, that kind of telegraphs their hand that they're not going to let Singletary just carry the load the entire time. And then with Dawson Knox, I mean, they've made noise about, maybe grabbing Gronk or whatever. And then they signed OJ Howard, who's going to be at least a little bit of a threat.
I like the Von Miller signing.
Mm-hmm.
That dude just talk about business, man. That guy just made another $120 million.
Yeah.
He could have just hung it up or just, I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, he's not going to see all that, but
whatever's
guaranteed on that contract.
Yeah, for sure.
So, yeah, I was kind of hoping Adam Thielen might fall back to me. I thought about taking him where I took Winston, but I was afraid of where I might be at quarterback coming back if I didn't take Winston there. And it looks like I was probably correct to to be worried about that.
So we're on the turn, or no? Oh no, I keep seeing those 2 red with those. What are those, pro badges or something?
Yeah,
that's a guy on the turn. We're in the middle right now.
There's some pro badges in here.
You're on deck right now. I'm next in the 9th round. I've got my guy, Dan. I don't anymore, Dan.
You were going Kenneth Walker?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would have taken Walker.
I do think it's time for a rookie, but not for him.
Yeah, he would have been my next choice. So either way, I lose there. But I'll go. Yeah, I mean, there's a few ways I can go here.
Mm-hmm.
I don't hate. Yeah. I'm going to do the Gabe Davis. I'll go Gabe Davis here. Again, just that Buffalo offense. I mean, it's best ball. I don't need to know what games he's going to blow up in. So Buffalo got rid of what's his name? Beasley? Wow. Blanking.
Yeah.
So they have Gabe, they have Diggs, they have McKenzie, they re-signed. Oh, it's coming back.
Coming back around.
I don't want to distract.
You're on deck.
Yeah, I'm not as afraid. So I'll go Singletary. I'll do a little Buffalo min stack here with Davis and
all right.
Singletary.
I'm going with my 4th running back. Little CEH action.
Yeah, I did consider him. I do think he's really nice value here.
I mean, 10th round.
Yeah.
I'll take it. that guy stays healthy, he's going to definitely return value there. So now I've got Jonathan Taylor, Breece Hall, Ezekiel Elliott, and Clyde Edwards-Helaire. So that's
Nice.
that's a good start to a running back room for sure. Pitts at tight end, I love it. My quarterbacks, I should be able to string something together. The main thing I haven't been able to really do much of is stacking right now.
Yeah.
But again, with the quarterbacks I chose, stacking's a little bit difficult because we don't really know a lot about who's going to be weapons in New Orleans, who's going to be weapons in Green Bay, and then Cousins, of course. If you miss out Jefferson and Thielen, there's not much left. So, and Cooks, Dalvin Cook. All right, so we would have got Bateman. Big surprise.
I was just seeing that.
Yes. But he missed out on Freiermuth. Oh man, he's gonna hate that.
Bateman. Yeah,
I bet he was waiting to take Freiermuth around the next turn
on the way back.
Yep.
So we're at the end of the 10th, turning into the 11th now. Like the running backs are, there's some good value, but I prefer getting the like most of my running backs in the first half of the draft. So I like coming out of the 10th with 4, and then maybe I'm adding 1 or 2 more, depending on how fragile I want the build to be. But again, because that one receiver is out, and replaced by a quarterback, I don't mind being kind of even with my running backs and receivers, or at least closer together, as opposed to like FFPC. I like having, way more receivers because I can fit up to 4 receivers in my starting lineup, where here, no matter what, there's only 2.
Yeah, boy. Both my targets just went.
That's always fun.
Yeah. I'm just going with a receiver on a good offense.
Yeah.
Oh, we got somebody in the draft. Radio Cambodia is listening to the pod. He's in the 7 hole.
Let's stack the upside rookies, Dan. Let's go London. Drake London.
There you go. Yeah, he was on mine as well.
So we're on the turn back into the 11th, coming into the 12th.
Yep.
You're starting to see a lot more rookies as options. You've got, the rookie quarterbacks, those backup quarterbacks that you're hearing some noise about that could maybe get an opportunity to start. You've got the wide receiver 4s, 3 4s, the wide receivers that maybe aren't signed yet.
Mm-hmm.
And then those depth RBs. There's some pretty nice RBs still.
All right. And he is up. The Grizz just took the guy I had all lined up.
Yeah, same. I clicked on it and he disappeared. Yeah, you know what? Let's do it, Dan. Let's do it. Let's do it. Olave.
There you go.
I'm going to take some upside receivers in the middle here. And then I'll bookend it with...
Since you chose not to grab the stack there, I'm just
yeah,
gonna go ahead and take Tim Patrick.
Yeah, I thought about it. There's a few guys actually that I've.
Yeah, it was between him and another receiver. I was back and forth between. I figured I'd just go ahead and grab him. I did like the fact that Russell Wilson, when he was talking about his receivers, with who was it? It wasn't Tom Pelissero, was it? I don't know. Anyway, but he was talking after the press conference, and Tim Patrick was the first one he would mention before Judy and Sutton every time. So I found that interesting.
Now you tell
probably
me that,
means nothing, but
now you tell me that.
Yeah, probably means nothing, but
Shout out to Radio Cambodia. Honored to be drafting with the GOAT District. We're happy to be drafting with you, man.
Yeah, and since he's got a badge and we don't, we should definitely be happy to be drafting with him. Yeah, and as Bradley points out, Russ did not mention Albert O either on that same clip. So interesting.
Yeah.
Of course, it was. I thought it was a little bit leading because Pelissero was asking more about his wide receivers, but I don't remember whether he phrased it wide receiver or receiver. But anyway, it left a little bit of wiggle room that maybe Russ thought he wasn't talking about tight ends, just talking about wide receivers. So who knows?
I gotta check my power source. For some reason, it's plugged in, but it's not charging. So I have a feeling it fell out. I'm gonna just leave and come back. Just maybe do a little rundown of our rosters if you want.
Okay. Yep. So right now, JD has Russell Wilson, Dak Prescott, and that's it at quarterback. So he's running with 2 quarterbacks for now. Mark Andrews and Dalton Schultz at tight end. He's got Gibson, Dobbins, Elijah Mitchell, Devin Singletary for running backs. And then we have DK Metcalf, Gabe Davis, Drake London, Chris Olave at wide receiver. And then for myself, I have Aaron Rodgers, Kirk Cousins, Jameis Winston at quarterback, Jonathan Taylor, Breece Hall, Zeke Elliott, and Clyde Edwards-Helaire at running back. Wide receivers, Marquise Brown, Traylon Burks, Robert Woods, Tim Patrick, and tight end Kyle Pitts. So I still got some work to do at receiver, no doubt about it.
Oh, same. You and me both, brother. which is one of the reasons I like grabbing the high upside rookies.
Yep.
Just because my options are grab a wide receiver 3 in an offense, or possibly a guy who can maybe skip up the hierarchy ladder, the depth chart on whatever team he lands.
Yep. And we're starting to see some tight ends go as people are looking to fill in second or third tight ends here. Albert O went just after Tim Patrick. And then Higbee and Hunter Henry have both gone early in the 12th. So a lot of people kind of filling in here where they feel a little bit weak right now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Will Fuller just went. Boy, if he ends up signing where Deshaun Watson signs, that, for however many games he plays, that could be huge.
Yeah.
The only question is how many games will he play?
I know. It's like every time you want to put hope in him, he just,
Right. All right. And I am up.
Oh, wow.
I was hoping to get Galladay, and Galladay went right before me. So I'm going to draft another upside rookie wide receiver here too, Jameson Williams. I think he's a borderline first round.
Cedric Wilson went to Miami?
Yeah. Yes, he did.
Dan, I'm going to take probably my favorite pick in this part of the draft, thanks to you, and I grab him on every draft, Jarvis Landry.
There you go. You got to him before I could.
Yeah. There's some good value receivers I find in this end of the draft here.
Yeah, without a doubt.
We're both like scrolling. This makes for great radio, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Guys, if you're listening to the, I don't know if we're gonna even do we drop these in podcast, Dan? I don't even know. Or do we leave them on visual? What do you think?
I mean, we could drop one on podcast, see how it does. But
so if you guys are listening,
I think it's gonna be much better on the YouTube.
Yeah, if you're listening, let us know if we should keep dropping these in audio version, or B, go check out the YouTube channel.
Yeah. It's gonna be much easier to follow if you can YouTube it.
Yeah. So, oh man, I got rookie fever or what, Dan? All I see are rookies.
Yeah. Could be.
Yeah. I'm going to go Pickens. Let's do it.
Okay.
My Pickens.
All right. I'm going to hit my tight end too and at least get something stacked with Cousins.
Wheeler says no podcast.
Right. Yeah, I have to agree with that. All right. Now I'm going to see if I can sneak the other player I want back around the long way here.
Those are the best, when you star a guy or you mark him, when it just leaves your spot and he makes it all the way back, you're like, damn, that's so good. Those feel good. So we're in the 14th now. We're seeing mostly receivers and tight ends coming off the board. You've got running backs, obviously, sprinkles of the rookie quarterbacks. Jimmy G went off in the 11th. Matt Corral just now in the 14th. And Kenny Pickett in the 11th as well. So like Dan said, pretty much filling in your roster now wherever you're missing guys or wherever you see a stack that you can sneak in there. So Dan, your build so far, you know what? Why don't you read it off because I can't see your just what your build is, like how many of each position you have so far after 14 rounds.
Okay, so I have 3 quarterbacks, 4 running backs, 5 wide receivers, 2 tight ends.
Nice.
Yeah, so I
go
feel
ahead.
like I'm sitting in a good spot here. You know, it frees me up to go a couple different ways, but we'll see what happens. Yeah, Lazard was the player I was hoping to sneak back around, but since he's like the only thing we know for sure in Green Bay, it didn't surprise me that he ended up going. But I don't think Irv Smith would have made it back around either. And so,
I agree.
Yeah, and Evan Ingram, that was another guy I had starred, but I didn't think there was much chance he would make it back around.
So I've got 2 quarterbacks, 4 running backs, 6 receivers, and 2 tight ends as we approach the 15th, or we're just starting the 15th round right now.
Yep.
David and Njoku, little boost there with Hooper gone, right?
Yeah, for sure. I think Njoku's a sharp pick there.
No matter who the quarterback is.
But Peanut Punch he's a sharp drafter, so it does not surprise me at all. And Radio Cambodia, he's also doing a 3-4-5-2 build so far. So he and I have the same build going. JD has a 2-4-6-2. So he's got 1 more wide receiver, 1 less quarterback than what we have. And let's see.
There goes my quarterback. That's my quarterback.
Was that?
I wanted to get the DK lock stack.
Oh, there you go. Yeah. Now we're going to see. I got 2 guys starred, so one of them will for sure make it to me, but Looks like we might get an auto draft there. And we do. Which is all right with me. I'll take Mecole Hardman in a best ball any old time.
Nice. I am going to go Desmond Ridder as my QB3.
There you go.
Well, upside QB3 behind Russ and Dak.
Yeah, I like Ridder. I think he showed out well at the combine. I think he moved up the draft boards a little bit. So I don't know if he'll be a first rounder, probably not, but somebody's going to take a shot on him in the second round for sure.
Jefferson losing some value with A-Rob signing in LA.
Yeah, for sure.
Some nice receiver values I find in this range here.
Yeah. Yep, without a doubt.
15th round into the 16th. Deontay Foreman going to Carolina. Bumping fellow Canadian Chuba. His value down a bit.
Right.
Which he didn't look that bad last year. But I guess behind CMC and with what Foreman showed makes sense.
Yeah, I think so. All right, JD is up.
All right. Oh, man.
And most of the builds in this draft are at this point looking pretty much the same. 4 running backs for a lot of people, 3 quarterbacks, 2 or 3 tight ends.
I'm going to go with another Canadian, Dan. Joshua Palmer.
There you go.
I like him in LA.
All right. And I don't love it because I was really hoping he would get a different quarterback, but I think.
Is that Osborne?
Yeah. Robbie Anderson.
Yeah, you like Anderson. I was going to say. And there's talk of him ending up somewhere else, no? Or is that kind of dead now? I heard
Robbie Anderson, I don't know. He could get traded for sure.
Kyle, my buddy Kyle, he loves the nationalism. My fellow Canadian. Shout out to Kyle Senra, guys. Check out his goodness out there in Twitter land. He's got great pod.
Claypool, Palmer, Hubbard.
Yeah.
So he's got a whole different kind of stack in mind. It's stack Canadians rather than stack from one team.
Yeah.
It's a different way to do a best ball for sure. All right.
Now
the guy next to me seems to have checked out of this draft.
Oh, is he timing out?
Yeah, he's timing out every time.
Yeah. And I can't hate on him because it's happened to me for some reason. You know, I got like too many screens open at the same time, doing too many things at once. And
of course.
Next thing you know, you're like 5 rounds deep and you haven't picked anything. But it's kind of fun.
Yeah. Radio Cambria took the guy I was debating with between Beckham? Robbie Anderson and MVS.
Oh, MVS.
Yeah, Radio Cambodia.
Where do you think he ends up?
I don't know. But I like the fact that he's still out there right now because I think there's a few juicy spots for wide receivers that are open now. And so the guys who held off, if there's interest from the team with a juicy spot, I think they might be jumping all over that.
So the quarterback position is pretty much disintegrated at this point, unless you're thinking Bridgewater or Darnold or Gardner Minshew. I mean, look, if it's your QB4, you want to throw one of these guys for, that just in case week or one of those things, fine.
Mm-hmm.
But you should have at least 3 by now. No, Dan?
Yeah, if you can run a 2 quarterback build in a SuperFlex,
Oh yeah, no, for sure.
Yeah,
I'm just saying, like, if you did two, you wouldn't want like one early and then one of these guys. These guys would be like your QB4s at best, or maybe three.
Yeah, if you got two strong ones, you can use one of these guys for a QB3, if you feel the need, or if you have two strong quarterbacks and you're this deep at quarterback already, you might be best off just to run tight with two and just let it go with that. Again, it kind of depends on the two that you have.
Dan, I hate that you're before me.
I'm here for you.
There's like a handful of guys that if I draft with, I know I'm not getting like a few of my guys, and you're definitely one of them. You and Eric are probably the ones that will snipe me the most.
We'll see.
That guy at the top of the queue, he just keeps falling, man. I don't know. I feel like he might be nice value. No, Dan, he's coming up to you. Come on, Dan. Come on.
I won't get him because the guy in front of me is on auto draft. So.
Auto draft. You're right.
Yeah,
so Laviska Shenault, I feel like he's dropping too much. No, Dan, like I
don't know.
He's done? You think he's done? You gave up?
I'll tell you what. One of the best trades we made was when we traded Laviska Shenault for AJ Dillon in the Hardway Dynasty. That has turned out super well for us. And
AJ Dillon hasn't really blossomed yet. And
right.
we still think, what I mean?
We're still happy about it.
Yeah. It's Wheeler saying you got sniped on Berrios. Berrios is definitely a nice value where he's going.
Yeah, I had Berrios in my queue as well. So he might not have lasted much past.
Wheeler. What's his
Jacksonville stack? Yeah, I got it.
Oh, he's got Marvin Jones. I did a Jacksonville. That's why I laughed, because I did a Jacksonville stack last night. I had Marvin Jones. I had Kirk. I had Lawrence, and I forget who I forget who the other person was.
All right, you're up.
Oh, dude, my favorite RB5. My favorite RB5 was this guy. Oh, yeah, that's right. Because you know what? I'm still taking him. Still my favorite RB5, Ronald Jones. Until LF signs, till Fournette is for sure signing in Tampa, I still think Ronald Jones nice value at this end. In the 17th round.
Could be.
He's staying in Tampa, no?
Not guaranteed. He's a free agent as well. So
why, Dan? Why do you got to rain on my parade?
I know. For real.
Okay. That's why you're the contract guy. So that just means, for me, that I'll probably add another RB. Because if I feel good about my 5, I don't mind adding depth at receiver, because that's my weakest position right now.
Right.
That's like I did a best ball and I grabbed Zerline, not realizing he wasn't in Dallas. When did that happen, Dan? You're the kicker guru.
Yeah, that happened last week. They cut him.
Yeah.
Too much.
Looking at my roster, I'm like, what do you mean?
He was not doing well.
No, I know, but it's just one of those where.
And you are up again.
These kickers, man. All right. So. I know one guy I like that I don't think has signed yet is Byron Pringle.
Just did sign with Chicago tonight.
Oh, I don't hate that.
Yeah.
He's not fighting for targets.
Not so far, for sure.
I don't mind him. I think Pringle could be a solid like wide receiver 3, which he hasn't been in KC. He's like your flyer 2-3 games a year, maybe. Yeah. I feel like he could do a bit more.
Now, this guy who's timing out every time is going to look into a pretty decent rookie wide receiver.
I like the DPJ.
Yeah.
No, he's getting McKinnon.
Is he?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I didn't have my – never mind. I didn't have my running back time.
Radio Cambodia goes to Wheeler. I did the same stack Wheeler, but with an offense that's actually
good.
I gotta throw that on there.
Ouch.
I don't have my soundboard up. I would have threw the horns on.
Yeah,
Hey,
that's a sick burn right there.
And have you noticed how many podcasts are using that sound effect now?
Oh man, they're everywhere.
I think we've used them for over
JJ, I think, was the one who did. He was doing it a long time ago.
Oh, is that recent?
Yeah.
Yeah. Actually, I forgot about that. You're right. I actually got it from a couple local guys here in Toronto. I think one of them went to the States now, but they used to use that all the time up here on a sports show I used to listen to. That's kind of where I initially stole it from, but I just find it's funny. I feel like every pod I turned on now has that. So Wheeler's on the clock. Pressure's on. Wheeler, who are you going to take? Let me move the board up here. Sterling Shepard. Yeah, I mean, that Giants offense is like a huge mystery.
Yeah, I think so.
I'm like thinking I want to ask you about some late guys, but I got to make sure they're not like on here. Yeah. So guys have been grabbing a lot, and I know you like I know you like Zamir White because you first kind of got my attention to him.
Mm-hmm.
Big fan of Zamir White, and the other guy I like is Robinson. Feel like he's good value in these. The heck's his first name? Let me look for him. He goes a couple rounds before Brian Robinson.
Oh yeah, yep.
Yeah, I just looking deeper into that guy. I like grabbing him in these.
Yeah, we would have grabbed one of my favorite guys, Sony Michelle.
I know. Yeah. I thought about him the last when I was when I grabbed Pringle. I thought about it.
Right.
He looked good, man. He looked good for LA when he had the opportunity. And that's all you're looking for those guys, right? Is the 1 to 3 games that they can maybe give you when you need them.
Right. Yeah. Sterling Shepard. Yeah. Aaron, who's Peanut Punch. He wanted Shepard there. So Wheeler sniped him.
Yeah, Wheeler will feel good about that. There you go.
Yep.
Nothing James like Cook, knowing that you
James Cook just went. That's another guy I had
yes
highlighted in case I couldn't get Zamir White.
No, I'm surprised Wheeler didn't go Zay Jones there. Keep that Jacksonville stack going.
Right.
Like what do you think, Dan, is what's the number? What's the too many guys on one team number?
Well, it depends on what offense.
4 or 5.
I did a Chiefs stack on a different format that had like 7 Chiefs. I was able to get Hill, Kelsey, Mahomes, Edwards-Helaire, Mecole Hardman, Chiefs defense, and somebody else. So it was a sick Chiefs stack. We'll see if it goes anywhere. All right, so Zay Jones went. That was actually the guy I had next on my queue. But we're going to go with one of Jared Goff's favorite targets.
I'm going to go with one of Theo's guys here. Little Eno Benjamin as my last running back.
Cambria, yeah. Best part of the Jacks offense falls to him. That's Zay Jones.
Wow.
And that's exactly who I had targeted too. So.
Did you see Kaepernick just went off the board?
Yeah, I did.
I like it.
I mean, why not?
There's some video of him launching rockets today, no?
Yeah.
Wheeler's like, yeah, that's way too many. Oops. Shout out to Kyle. You guys are rocking it in the chat, by the way. Guys, join us live when we do these. We love the chat, the interaction, the ideas, the trades you guys drop in here, especially something like this. When we do the BAlliN episodes, you guys jump in the draft and in the chat. It'll make for some good conversation.
Yep, absolutely.
So we're at an hour and 10 of the stream, but we kind of started drafting, I would say, what, 15 in, Dan?
Yeah. So these things take basically a little less than an hour.
Yeah.
You know, we've got a couple guys who've been pretty much on auto draft here for a while. So.
Oh shoot, I'm on the clock.
Yes, you are.
All righty then.
And I have 2 guys in my queue still, so that means I'm going to get one of the guys I want.
Oh, you bastard. Are you really? No, I'm going to take your guy. I'll go with Terrence Marshall. Why not?
That was one of the 2 guys in my queue.
Yeah, I figured.
All right, you bastard. I was gonna pair him up with Robbie Anderson.
I know.
You know
I know.
Sick Carolina offense. So instead, we're gonna go with Quez Watkins.
Nice. If he had not dropped that ball in the end zone, he would be valuable. But it's like you see a guy with like such little draft capital behind him gets such an opportunity in the end zone and just drops the ball, man. And you're like, seriously, dude, come on, man. That's what you spent all those decades training for, man. Come on. Decades, like 1.5 decades, but whatever. I think everybody's old like us, Dan. Old like us, you know? Bunch of guys.
Most NFL players are not as old as me. Only Tom Brady.
It's impressive, man. It is impressive.
That's totally impressive.
Like to young folks, they're like,
Brady is what, 44 this year?
Is he 44?
He'll be 44, I believe, for this season.
I thought he was my age. I thought he was my age. I'm 45. I'll be 45. You might be right. He might be a year younger. Yeah, you might be right. You might have a couple million more than me.
He is 44 right now. He will be 45 when the season starts.
See, he's the same age as me. That's what I thought.
Guy's only 12 years younger than me, and he's still playing as an NFL quarterback. That's insane. It's just absolutely insane.
It's so insane, especially if you're someone who's like over the age of 40 and like, you know, every day there's like a new thing you discover that hurts, you know?
Yeah.
Like, how the fuck did these guys do it, man? It's crazy.
Just so people know, Sam Darnold is still out there.
We're in the 20th. That's right.
Yeah. I think Cam Newton.
Yeah, that's another one.
Did go, but
I'm glad you brought that up. He's a good one.
Yeah.
Well, he's like the other guys we talked about. He gives you like even 2 to 4 games at like in the last round. That's gold in a draft like this. All right, let's go through the teams, Dan.
Okay.
Read yours off first. You were in the 9 spot.
All right.
Take this. Hold on. Let me get rid of this share screen thing because we don't need that anymore. There we go. Unless you have a screen where you can show the roster, you know, like the draft room one. I don't know if that works better. If not, it's actually I already lost mine, so don't worry about it. Just read through it.
Okay. I'm gonna see if I can pull up. Okay. So I was hoping I could find a place where I could pull up the whole board again. I'm not seeing it.
Oh, I can do that.
Okay.
Yeah, I can go find that.
Okay. Anyway, I have so my team: Aaron Rodgers, Kirk Cousins, Jameis Winston at quarterback, Jonathan Taylor, Breece Hall, Zeke Elliott, Clyde Edwards-Helaire, Zamir White for running back, wide receiver, Marquise Brown, Traylon Burks, Robert Woods, Tim Patrick, Jamison Williams, Mecole Hardman, Robbie Anderson, Donovan Peoples-Jones, Josh Reynolds, and Quez Watkins. And my tight ends are Kyle Pitts and Irv Smith.
There you go. I've got the board up. For those listening, I've got Russell Wilson. I was in literally right after Dan in the 10 spot. Grabbed Wilson, Dak Prescott, Desmond Ridder are my 3 quarterbacks. Went Antonio Brown, J.K. Dobbins, Elijah Mitchell, Devin Singletary, Ronald Jones, Eno Benjamin as my RB6. And then receivers were DK Metcalf, Gabriel Davis, Drake London, Chris Olave went on a little rookie run there. Jarvis Landry went back to the rookies, George Pickens, Joshua Palmer, fellow Canadian, Byron Pringle, Terrace Marshall, and then my 2 stud tight ends in Andrews and Schultz for the Dak stack.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and probably one of my favorite teams in this draft is Radio Cambodia. He did a really nice job getting that Bengals stack together. He took Burrow at pick.
Wow.
Yeah, Burrow at pick 7.
And he followed it up with that New York Giants stack. Wow.
Yeah, and then he's got Chase, then he's got Joe Mixon, and then T. Higgins. So he's got the 4 main Bengals, which looks really nice. And then
he even got Hayden Hurst and Tyler Boyd later.
Yeah. Yep. So he's looking good there. That's a nice Bengals stack.
It's a really nice build, yeah.
Yeah. And then he's got a little bit of Jets. He's got Michael Carter and Corey Davis and Elijah Moore. So
yeah, it's a nice roster. Shout out to Radio Cambodia.
Yeah, with Zach Wilson. So you can see why he's got the shield.
Yeah. Those pay off. Like that last year was my best year in UnderDog. And I did a lot of these deep stacked rosters, and those are the ones that paid off.
Right.
So that's a really nice build.
That's why I'm not really a fan of mine. I couldn't do a lot of stacking with where I was sitting, so I needed a different approach. Taking Taylor in the first round was probably a mistake as I look at it, because I think I could have done a little bit better by trying to stack off of either Wilson or Stafford instead.
I feel like if you're on the back end and you start with anything but a quarterback in the beginning, in the first round, then you're kind of stuck having to take a quarterback you don't want,
right?
Whether that's at your quarterback 2 or even at your quarterback 3.
Yeah. Whereas
when you take them earlier, and I'm not saying you have to do that every time. It's just, it does give you that freedom, Whereas now you don't even have to think about quarterback. You're like, whatever, you can go in any other direction.
Yeah. And, again, in hindsight, I probably should have gone.
Having said that, your running backs are sexy, Dan. I got to say, that's a.
Yeah, that is definitely the strength of the roster, is the running backs.
Yeah.
If they come through big, then I can be all right. But when it comes down to if I make it into the finals, into the
the money
where we start, the money weeks.
Yeah.
I'm going to have trouble keeping up with people who stack better than me is my fear. But, I don't know. I see my roster as being more of a min cash type thing. But who knows?
And the beauty of these is,
if you're not stacked,
the beauty of these is they're $10. So you can it really gives you that freedom to play around with these and see what you prefer as builds, or, your approach to the different positions. You want to go quarterback early, like we talk about? Do you want to wait? Do you want to, stack some tight ends late, 4 or 5 of them? Or do you rather go early with 2 or 3? There's so many ways you can build these. And you can see they're $10, right? To get into this tournament, $300K in prize money. So guys, jump in. If you're not already on UnderDog, use the code district. You get up to $100 matched for whatever your initial deposit is. Check it out. They have everything, guys. NBA, hockey, basketball, baseball. You can even do pick'ems, like basically players, over-unders, that kind of thing. So check out the site, guys, UnderDog. Check out the mobile app. It's a nice little thing to add to your phone, and allows you to draft on the go. do those quick drafts. You can do even 3-man draft, 5-man draft, 10-man drafts. They got all kinds of drafts on here. Radio Cambodia talking about his favorite stack was Amon Ra and Goff.
Yeah.
In the 5th and the 8th. I like that as well. Though it's those narrow target trees, right? And even though Detroit's not like the powerhouse that like a KC is, or you still, if you can stack a piece like that late in the draft, I stacked oh man, I had a really nice stack late in the draft. I had 3 of the pieces, and it was Houston. I did Mills, Brevin Jordan, and Nico Collins, and it was like back to back to back, and it was all in double-digit rounds. So you can do late stacks like that can give you a nice little boost, if they hit.
Yeah, for sure.
All right, Dan. Anything else to add with these drafts, strategy-wise? Any tips? Anything on tonight's draft?
No, I think we covered most of it. You just got to get in there and do some drafts and get comfortable with it. This is I've only done a couple of these, so I'm still trying to get myself comfortable. But actually seeing Radio Cambodia's stacks and how he's putting that together, that was that's something I'm going to look at a little bit more. And try to look at the boards that are already done. So I can see where the opportunities to stack are a little bit more, because I went into it a little bit cold on this one.
Yeah, and I mean, look, these are, when you're solo in your office, Dan, you're petting your cat and, you're relaxed. You've got, I know you're playing your opera or whatever it is you're listening to when you're drafting. It's a little different than when you're live with me and, there's technical issues and challenges. So, look, guys, let us know what you thought in the comments. Let us know things you liked, didn't like, which team you liked the best or didn't like in the comments on YouTube. We'd really appreciate it. Tweet out any comments you have and let us know if I will drop this in a podcast format. And if you guys are listening, you made it through, you want to give us your feedback, you know what, guys, don't bother next time, or you know what, I got something out of it, keep dropping them. Let us know. We welcome any feedback. We want to be better. We want to be here for you guys to make you guys better. We'll be back next week with, some monster guests. What do we have? Dwayne McFarland coming on, Dan. We've got another all-star roster of guests lined up. So, guys, stay tuned to the channel. Smash the like. Smash the subscribe. And like I tell you every time, we'll check you all later.
Go District. Bleed, I ball. Bleed, I ball. Bleed, I ball. Bleed, ball. And I bleed, I ball. Bleed, I ball. District, y'all. I ball, cause I bleed. Hey, bleeding, I ball. Defeated the odds, didn't see him at all. JD in the pods, I needed it all. I bleeded a lie. You bleeded a lie, not bleeded a lie. And that's what I go do. Facts, let me show you. Happen to know dudes. Drafting, they don't do bad and they don't lose. Make you wanna bleed. It's the Go District boys giving you the business and no gimmicks. The best ball drafts got me feeling like it's Christmas. Then it's Christmas all of a sudden, and these riches came from nothing. And I got this all from loving a district. See, I just drafted, forget it. I laugh at the critics, they mad at the digits. I clap back by listening. See, BAlliN ain't a problem if you kick it with them off. And I refresh the feed till autumn, then I bleed, go.
That was fun, man.
Yeah, definitely.
Appreciate the chat. You guys were awesome.